Hello. For this week's assignments, I chose a video on how it's called Insta360 X3, how to create stunning 360 videos by Linkolis. There were some great in details about how to get your Insta360 photos, some animation and movement with different keyframes and using different angle modes to support that animation. So I found that to be helpful. I found an article in Forbes about the 14, what's it called? 14 creative ways marketers can use 360-degree images and other unique visuals. And so in this main takeaway, obviously there's 14 different options for marketing. Real estate came up a bunch. Behind the scenes came up a couple of times. But one of the biggest things that I thought was really cool was kind of a gamifiable 360 image where you can, increase engagement, give rewards, keep people interested, and teach something through the process while having them move through a 360 image. And then that led to the paper about a highly specific use for 360 images, specifically regarding the gamified experiences. This is called Gamified Experiences Using 360-Degree Photography, a methodology for creating gamified learning experiences in 360-degree virtual environments. It is a peer-reviewed paper. It was published in July of 2023 in Greece. And basically what it gets to is that the gamification of the 360 images that they implemented were in a library that wanted to share more about the history and culture of their town to visitors and children and people in the town alike. And they created these 360 images with little stars in them. So as people would move around and interact, they would find these stars, solve a riddle, and then they could get a special code for a tangible gift. So it was a literal, scavenger hunt where there was a prize at the end, and that, increased their traffic and also was a fun thing. So that was my main takeaway from each of those articles, and then how I would like that to apply to 360 photography. I'm still learning a lot about 360 photography. I really liked the planet mode option, so I'm excited to kind of play around with some of those editing options. Also, the gamification thing really stood out to me as something that could be very useful in the future, or maybe a fun project. And then my experience with completing the assignment this week. So I was really kind of nervous about it. I don't know that this kind of dig in and see what you can learn about your camera is really for me. Like it's been a bit of a challenge for me to like be motivated to do that. So at the same time I'm doing it. It's been fun. I set up one of my daylight photography pieces in the middle of the palm tree out in my front yard. It's more like a palm bush, but like it's short, and so I don't know if you were at the perspective of being a coconut, I guess. And then there are a couple from a night out with a big dinner celebration, and so that was like if you were a drink on the table or if you were a candle or just here as being part of the celebration with us. And so I was trying to be mindful of, that one point specifically of like, think about the user, think about who is experiencing, this 360 photography and like what their impact is going to be. And so, yeah, some of the motion shots are, there's somebody moving. I had a friend of mine wave at me, and I had somebody, and I took pictures of cars at nighttime. But that was kind of difficult for me to come up with because I wasn't really prepared. I have like a selfie stick and a bracket now for my bike, but it's been rainy all week, so I can't really like get out and do the motion like I'd like to. So I would say as far as my own critique, it's going to get better because I'm still very much a noob at this. And it's been a little challenging, but I'll get there. I'm enjoying it, so that's half the battle. Thanks.